Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. We're glad to see all of you. Emmanuel Dagger, and I'm Sunny Dawn Johnston. Happy to see all of you here with us this evening for our prayers for peace. That is why we're here, is for prayers for peace. So hopefully if you're coming in right now, you're coming to join us and shine a little light and surround our planet and humanity with love, light, and peace. So thanks,
Yes.
Emmanuel, for being here. I'm excited to see you, my friend.
My friend, thank you for calling me this morning and letting me know about just this was on your heart and you felt guided to do this. And I'm here. I want to be here. And I think it's important for us to come together.
Yes, yes, we that's what we need for everyone, humanity, to just come together. And I found it interesting that when I talked to you this morning, you were just saying that you were up all night after hearing about this as well, which is what prompted me also to say, okay, we just got to create a space for everyone to come together because it's so hard to do this on your own all the time.
Yeah.
Not just for us, but for everyone. And it isn't that we're ever alone, so I don't mean that we're on our own, but a lot of times it's just gathering that energy and it just feels like a nice warm blanket. And I think we need some blankets right now.
Absolutely. And I think do your earrings say love?
They do.
That's
They're
what we need right
adapted
now. I
these
just saw
days.
that. I was like, yeah, we need some love, and I think the most important way is to communicate with one another. Everyone who's even joining us right now, we want to hear how you're feeling. How are you um, navigating through these times right now? And if you have anything that you want to share, we'd love to see some of those in the comments as well.
Absolutely. Yes. And say hello, friends. And yes, let us know how you're doing. I mean, obviously, we're certainly here to surround everyone on the planet in love and light and peace and healing. And I think that the situations that are happening, the situation right now that's happening with Ukraine is certainly an impetus for this right now. But it's also, this is happening in every corner of our world, in every little hidden areas that you're not familiar with. There's a lot of challenge and struggle and pain that is happening. And so we wanted to come together, Emmanuel and I, and come together with all of you and just create a space to, feel our feelings, um,
Hmm.
because it's tough, as empaths, which Emmanuel and I certainly both are, um, to witness some of this, that's happening in our world and maintain that energy of light and love. It isn't that it can't be done, but it's so much easier to hold that space together.
Hmm. And I'm sure you get asked this, Sunny, as well. How do we go through this? Like, how do we um, move through these times? And ultimately, how do I make a difference is what I hear. And a lot of people think they have to move mountains and do these huge things, but ultimately, the first place to start is to ask yourself how you feel about something. So let's say the situation that's happening right now. In the East. And so, how do you feel about that? And that's a good map for you to start navigating. Okay, do I feel afraid? Do I feel angry? Do I feel frustrated? Do I feel um, unheard? And then really understanding that that thing that you're feeling is an opportunity for you to really show up for yourself. And that's where the healing happens. When we see everything around the world, it really is, and sometimes you don't want to hear this, but it really is a reflection of what's going on internally. So if you are being activated or triggered by something that you're seeing and it's making you feel like there's injustice and unsafety and uncertainty, well, how can you give yourself some more love so that you can feel that security for yourself, that love, that compassion, connecting with others who are supportive? Because there's a lot of good happening in the world.
For
There's a
sure.
lot of amazing, magical things happening right now that many of us don't even know about. So the key is to understand that, yes, there are things sometimes that get all of our attention because it's a collective, that's what everyone and the media and everything's focusing on. But ultimately, how do you feel about it? How can we honor those feelings, like you said, Sunny, and then using that as the starting point to get yourself back to a place of peace, of making decisions from a peaceful place, because you don't want to make a decision from a desperate place. You don't want to make a decision from a fear or lack place, because what that's going to do, it's going to create more of that in your life. But if you actually, you know, take a moment and check on yourself. I know some people think it's selfish to do that, but ultimately, that's the least selfish thing you can do, because you're creating this space for yourself to feel lighter and better. And when you feel better, you're able to actually create the space for the world to feel better. So that's where I would start. A lot of people have been asking, what do I do? How can I contribute? And I think really checking in on yourself and doing the work, inner work, is the best place to start.
Absolutely. That was beautiful, Emmanuel. And I think that that's part of what's so important and why, we wanted to come together is to remind you of the importance of honoring how you feel and then not staying there, redirecting that to get into alignment with the truth of who we are, because we are love. That is who we are, and that is what we're meant to be. We're meant to experience and express that. And it's okay that we have times and moments of challenge and struggle and fear and all of those things, but we don't want to live there. We want to come back into peace, and we are the collective. We are. So whatever we're contributing, we are either part of the growth and expansion and beauty and light, or we're part of the heaviness and the density and the darkness. So how do we want to contribute? How do we want to contribute?
Mm-hmm.
So today, Emmanuel and I wanted to come together, and we wanted to contribute by sharing a prayer for humanity, for everyone, a prayer for peace, really, and of course, um, the Ukrainians and the Russians and the Americans and the Canadians and just any culture on the planet. We are human beings, and we want to shine that light for all that are in struggle and in challenge and in pain. And right now, we need extra attention focused there. So I'm going to share prayer and a prayer for peace. And then Emmanuel is going to walk us through a short guided meditation. And what we'd love for you all to do, if you feel guided, is just get into a quiet space if you can. And if you can't, then that's okay too, because that's part of life, right? If you wanted to light a candle or just kind of sit in a space of getting your energy into alignment and taking a couple of nice deep breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just pulling your presence inward for a moment. There's been a lot of attention and energy outward. Let's just take a moment tonight to pull our presence inward. And I'd like to share this prayer with you. We call on our angels, our guides, our loved ones in spirit, our ascended masters, the divine source energy, the God of your understanding. And we thank you for the many blessings that are in our lives and for helping us at this time, and connecting with us at this time, both individually and collectively in the oneness that we are. And we ask you to shine that light, that warmth of peace and divine presence upon us, so that we, as individuals and as one humanity, cultivate that peace and that warmth and that compassion in our hearts and in our minds and in our body and in our actions. Please guide us to experience the space of quiet and calm and peace within. Allow that light of peace and truth to grow and shine within all of us, in all we do, in all we say, in who we are. Please help us to embody peace and spirit so that we overflow love to all that surround us, here and beyond, to bless all of the hearts and all of the minds across the planet and around the world with divine light, presence, and love, so that each can experience peace on earth. Guide us as individuals and as the collective to rekindle and remind ourselves of that compassion that we are and recognize our unity, that we are connected to each other, and asking to have the support and the help to transform our different separate interests and the conflict that comes with those at times into acceptance and love for all. We ask that the light of compassion transmute the sadness, the fear, the hatred, and the darkness, and it bring into alignment harmony and joy for all. Help us to embody this energy of peace individually, to shine that light and that love forward, and to open our hearts to create connection, honor, and peace for humanity. I like to imagine this energy of peace just blanketing the earth, the love of spirit, of God, of the divine, just spreading across the planet, bringing all of us into alignment, into integrity, into peace, and into love. Thank you, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you for that. So, as we are in this space, I just invite everyone to continue closing your eyes and get really comfortable. We're going to go through a little meditation to help really anchor this prayer even more deeply into our cells, into our heart, into our mind, into our aura. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, breathing in through the nose, filling up with that life force energy, that light, that oxygen. And as you exhale, just feel yourself relaxing into this moment, relaxing into the chair, the couch, the bed, wherever you're sitting, just letting that object support you. Good. Take another deep breath in. And release. Good. This time when you take a deep breath in, just feel yourself relaxing even more into that chair, that object, just letting yourself fully be present. And as you exhale, just relaxing even more. Good. So from this space of peace, of relaxation, I invite you to imagine yourself in a beautiful field of flowers and just seeing all the colors of your favorite flowers and different kinds of flowers. Just seeing yourself be surrounded by so many beautiful different kinds of flowers, fragrant flowers and colorful ones. And I invite you to just look up and notice the sky is so blue today. The sun is shining bright, and the birds are chirping and singing their song. There's a beautiful breeze that's just caressing your face, your skin, perfect temperature, and just feeling so much gratitude for being in this space right here and right now. Feeling gratitude for the flowers, for the fragrances, for the colors, for the shapes, for the sounds that you're hearing. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. and release. And so now off in the distance, you're noticing that you see another person, and they're also enjoying the flowers. And they're looking up and just expressing gratitude, just feeling so connected to everything that's happening in that moment. And when you see that person, it reinforces the joy and the connection that you're feeling. So as you focus your awareness on this person, you notice that they look at you too. And in a good 5-second glance where you guys are looking at each other, you feel that acknowledgement. I see you. I recognize you. I know who you are. With just a smile, with just a glance, this exchange just happened. And then go ahead and just see yourself continue walking and moving or dancing in this beautiful field of flowers. And then you notice another person off in the distance, just connected, feeling grateful, noticing all the magic happening in the moment. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, the breeze is just gently caressing their skin. The flowers are so fragrant and colorful. And just in a brief moment, you notice each other and you nod and you look into each other's eyes and you just know, I see you. I recognize you. I know your divinity. And when you see that and witness that, just go ahead and just express gratitude with a smile and then continue on. And what you're going to start noticing now is all around you, there are people just like you. This is your family. This is the human family, all on their own journey in this beautiful field of flowers, with this beautiful sky, with the sun shining so bright, with the birds chirping and the wind blowing and the fragrances doing their thing. And we are all on this journey, this beautiful journey through this field of flowers, just acknowledging one another, smiling. No words need to be expressed or shared, just acknowledging through that look, that glance, and that smile. People from all different backgrounds, from all different continents, and we're seeing them all acknowledge one another. You are the center point of this acknowledgement because this is your vision. And you are this powerful where you can actually create this space for you and for your sisters and brothers and soul family to step into when they're ready. And amongst all these beautiful brothers and sisters, you notice animals. You notice other types of animals like cats and dogs and wild animals that are all harmonious and safe and loving. Giraffes, zebras, just all in peace. They're so captivated by this field of flowers. All they want is to just smell these flowers, lay on the ground, look at the sky, and feel the connection to all that is. And just noticing all the vegetation, the earth, the soil, just rich in minerals, expressing deep gratitude within yourself right now for witnessing all of this beautiful connection with your soul tribe, with the human race, with all of our animal friends, all of the vegetations. Take a deep breath in and release. So now you notice there's a big circle that everyone is gathering into, holding hands. There's no separation. We are all holding hands, feeling the warmth of the hands next to you, feeling that energy exchange, and just seeing this circle grow and expand so that more and more people are entering this beautiful circle of light. And we're seeing this circle of light now expand beyond this beautiful field of flowers and just reach all parts of the planet. Every part of the planet where there's humanity, seeing them all unite by holding hands and just feeling that connection that we are all one. You started this. You created this. And you can come back to this space anytime you desire to recreate this connection, this oneness that is here, that is available to all of us. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and just bring your awareness back to your field of flowers, back to your energy field. Just seeing a beautiful sunny day. The flowers are just dancing in the wind, so fragrant. The sun is shining on you. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Express deep gratitude. Place your right hand on your heart and just feeling that connection. Just thank your body, thank your mind for lovingly working together with your spirit to create this healing experience for you and for humanity. Thank you, beautiful body. Thank you, beautiful mind. We are so grateful. Let's just bask in this gratitude. And just sending this love and gratitude right now to all parts of the world that are ready to receive it and that are struggling and having challenges. Any people, any experiences, any situations, any bodies of government, any bodies, other bodies. We're just going to, and structures, we're just going to send them this love that we just created, that we generated. We're going to send them, we're going to saturate them with this love right now, allowing us to remember that they are not separate than us. We are one. So from this awareness, anything is possible. Just like they can affect you in a certain way, you, when you are in your power and with intention, can greatly affect them in a very expansive way. And that's what you are doing right now. Breathe that in and release. Gently open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes. You might feel a little loopy. It's all perfect. And just knowing that moving forward, we are one family. So how can you see the divinity as you go out tomorrow in your day, or as you are, gathering with friends and family? How can you look at each other from that space? I see you. I acknowledge you. I know the divinity that has always been inside of you. And so it is.
So it is. So it is. Thank you, Emmanuel. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I like those flowers. And I don't like the smell of flowers, but I like the flowers. I'm like, oh, let's hang out here for a while. So this is something that we can always go back to, friends. One of the things that when you were walking us through that meditation, Emmanuel, that came to me, and it reminded me of it's not a story, a poem, I guess, that I read many, many, many years ago. And interestingly enough, I pulled it out right before we got on here, and I read it again, and I feel like I want to share it. So I think
Please.
we'll end with that, okay? But yes, please give Manuel some love. That was beautiful, and a beautiful way to just create that ripple, guys. And that's what we need to do is we, and you said this too, we generate the energy. We're the generators of it. So we, whatever energy we're putting out, that's how we're contributing. So you guys get to choose that. We all get to choose that. Emmanuel and I decided to choose that together, to do together with all of you, because where two or more are gathered. So, okay, this is called a spiritual conspiracy. So just take a deep breath and see if this resonates with you, friends. Let's see where this takes you. And this was written, it was channeled years ago. I think like 20 years ago, but boy, does it feel like it's powerful right now. A spiritual conspiracy. On the surface of the world right now, there is war, there's violence, and things seem dark. But calmly and quietly at the same time, something else is happening underground. An inner revolution is taking place, and certain individuals are being called to higher and higher light. It is a silent revolution, from the inside out, from the ground up. This is a global operation, a spiritual conspiracy. There are sleeper cells in every nation on the planet. You won't see us on TV. You won't read about us in the newspaper. You won't hear about us on the radio. We don't seek any glory. We don't wear any uniform. We come in all shapes and sizes, colors and styles. Most of us work anonymously. We are quietly working behind the scenes in every country and every culture of the world. Cities big and small, mountains and valleys, farms and villages, tribes and remote islands. You could pass by one of us on the street, might not even notice. We go undercover. We remain behind the scenes. It is of no concern to us who takes the final credit, but simply that the work gets done. Occasionally, we spot each other in the street. We give a quiet nod and continue on our way. During the day, many of us pretend to have normal jobs, but behind the false storefront at night is where the real work takes place. Some call us a conscious army. We are slowly creating a new world with the power of our minds and our hearts. We follow with passion and joy. Our orders come from our central spiritual intelligence. We are dropping soft, secret love bombs when no one is looking. Poems, hugs, music, meditations, photography, movies, kind words, smiles, prayer, dance, social activism, websites, blogs, random acts of kindness. We each express ourselves in our own unique ways, with our own unique gifts and talents. Be the change you want to see in the world. That is the motto that fills our hearts. We know it is the only way real transformation takes place. We know that quietly and humbly, we have the power of all of the oceans combined. Our work is slow and meticulous, like the formation of mountains. It is not even visible at first glance, and yet with it, entire tectonic plates shall be moved in the centuries to come. Love is the new religion. You don't have to be a highly educated person or even have any exceptional knowledge to understand it. It comes from the intelligence of the heart, embedded in the timeless evolutionary pulse of all human beings. Be the change you want to see in the world. No one else can do it for you. We are now recruiting. Perhaps you will join us, or likely you already have.
Wow. Where can I find that? I need to find that.
Right here. I don't even know where it came from, but I will send it to you.
Please. Thank
I
you.
know. Isn't it
I,
goosebumps?
oh my gosh. Yes. I want to read that over and over again.
Yes, I will post it. Everybody's asking me, okay, guys, yes, I will. I'll type it up. Like literally, this copy was given to me, and I don't even know where it came from, but I've had it for 20 years.
Wow.
And my spirit called me to go find it right before we jumped on here, and I'm like, okay, let me see. And somehow in my full desk, 20 years of paperwork, I had it. So
Wow.
I will share it.
So synchronistic. I love that.
I love that too. So yes, friends, share what line of that really stood out to you, and how that's just activating and motivating us into that forward movement. We're already doing it.
Hmm. Hmm.
We're already doing it.
I don't know about you, Sunny. I'm feeling the love. I can feel the love from everyone. I'm reading the comments. It's
Yes.
just extraordinary.
Yes. I'm so glad that we decided to do this, friends, because as guides in this world, which we all are guiding and supporting each other, right? And sometimes it just takes one of us to say, hey, we need some support together. We need
Mm,
to support each other. And so
yeah.
I'm so grateful, Emmanuel, that you decided to join me today. And so grateful to all of you that decided to join as well. I love all the messages. We are the change, entire tectonic plates. Love is the new religion, conscious army. I love all of these. You guys were listening. Look at
Hmm.
you listening. Love is the answer. Ah, so beautiful. All right, my friends. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Do you have anything else you want to share, Emmanuel?
We love you and we are with you. Sunny, I adore you. You know that. And it's always such a treat and a blessing to just spend a little time with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. Thanks everyone for joining us. I will post this on my, well, shoot, this might be hard to, I'll either post on my main page, or you can email me, sunny@sunnydonjohnston.com, and we'll email it out to you too. So either way, if you don't see it posted, just email me, sunny@sunnydonjohnston.com. We'll get it to you. Okay. Thank
Perfect.
you guys so much. Love you, Emmanuel. Love you, my friends. Tara, Jack, thank you for these beautiful earrings just for tonight. Love. I love them. Have a beautiful evening, and I hope you all feel just a little more connected and a little more full. Bye, everyone.